This week started with my brother and his kids in town. It was fun. We went bowling and had fun with them. Then Libby and Olive went to help Dad at the shop, and you can see they did a lot of playing while Oz did a lot of working. But it's always nice to have other people there while we are trying to get work done. Then it was Libby's birthday, and so we took some of her friends and family and we went out to the lake that's near us and had a blast surfing and tubing and just having lots of fun, having an evening out on the lake.
The USA! And then the plane flies over us and then they shoot out the white colors because it's
See, I thought it through, and I ordered those 2 pieces of pipe, and then I forgot what I thought through.
But then who helped you remember it?
My Vanna White.
Your Vanna White. I did. Without even knowing what his plan was, I totally thought it through also.
Figured it out.
And figured it out. So the problem that we're having is this RV was originally plumbed with
1.25 ABS.
which they don't use anymore. And so you can't get replacement fittings and pieces. But because of the space that we're working in, Austin would like to continue using that 1.25 in the tub. And so we are trying to make what we have work. Thankfully, we have an extra pipe in the kitchen plumbing. Oh, 1.5 plumbing in the kitchen instead of the 1.25. So he is trying to, what's it called when you cut the center out?
Marining. Digs out the old pipe so I can reuse it and reuse it again.
Yep, so that's the only way with the glue that adheres the pipes together. The only way to get that reusable is to do what he's doing. Ream the old one out, and then he's got new fittings that he is going to make work. Sink is already connected. That one was less problematic. This we're just needing to figure out, but I think we have it figured out now. Okay, so what he is doing, though he knows this is not the very best option, he is taking the 1.25 pipe and he is using an adapter that goes from 1.25 to 1.5 because we need a standard
1.5 tub. Okay. So now we need to connect with the tub and get the right angle on this.
And how do you, what were you saying about the lines on the pipe?
Oh, it has lines on the pipe that line up with lines on the fitting. That help, lines on both fittings that help you line them up to keep it straight, coming straight down. Okay, so while we are waiting for the glue to set up on the tub pipes, we are addressing the kitchen plumbing. And what are we trying to figure out on this one? How to hook it up. Just normal how to hook it up stuff.
Is the pipe size different on this one also?
It is. Everything's 1.25. Except for the toilet bit, essentially.
Okie dokie then.
But we only have an 1.25 hole going down into the pipe. Actually.
We're 1.5?
Yeah.
Going down into the tank, is that what you're saying?
Yes, we can cut it off. Use one of these.
So we might have the right things?
We need a few parts. So I'll glue this in there. And I can go 1.5 all the way to there.
Awesome.
And we can line 1.5 out through the roof. And then we'll drill across the corner.
So you got a connector. That's our vent.
Here's our vent. And it also sink ties into it right here. And then it goes up from there.
Hey, happy 4th of July, baby. We got up this morning, went to the neighborhood pancake breakfast. We had a little neighborhood parade with the kids. That was super fun. We then left and came down here to work on Lindy. And what are our kids doing?
Sleeping.
They went home and went back to bed. Well, not all of them. Aussie is, oh, I don't know where he is. Over here. What are you working on, Aussie? He's working on his truck. Our wonderful neighborhood every year hosts a fun pancake breakfast and children's parade, and it's always so fun to get together on the 4th and be with all of our neighbors for the 4th of July morning. again, sometimes we like to do things a few times to get it exactly right. So why did we recut new pipe?
Because you cut it wrong.
Oh, I don't think I did the cutting on this piece. But what was the matter?
Well, I just angled wrong. So we had to put another angle in to make the angle right. Not angled right.
Awesome. And,
Something.
and hopefully everything drains smoothly now. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Woo, woo.
You drain like a champ. It's just a happy piece.
Look at that.
You don't look happy?
It does look really happy. So we get all the plumbing in and then we attach the butcher block and then we put the sink in?
We'll put in the plumbing to here. We'll leave this one a little bit long and then we'll have some room to jiggle back around before we lay any of this together.
Oh, okay.
We want to have this to here, stub, and then we can finish all this up.
But we can finish the tub with that in?
Yeah, I want to finish the tub up.
And the
plumbing into the bathroom.
Yeah.
All the wiring that goes in the back.
Okay, so figured out the kitchen. Now we're back to the bathroom. I'm trying to get the drain lined up, which is just a little bit difficult because of the space we have to work in. So to try and line that up, we are attempting to draw a mark around the pipe so we know where the drain is to line up the other pipes because we don't have a lot of space to work under the tub. So now we're going to take the tub and the tub base out.
Ta-da!
Awesome!
Working. Good thinking, baby.
I'm good for something.
All right, Oss got all of the plumbing fit together and set underneath the tub while Aussie was working on welding the flooring to the bottom of his truck. And then Austin moved to the backing for the valve for the
Okay,
shower.
so because the wall is thin and we needed to get the shower valve in there, Austin routed out all the pieces so that would fit in just like that in the middle of our wall, and that will go.
To make it so that the valve doesn't move.
Yeah. Okay, so instead of doing glue, you do the soldering, right?
Right.
And what you said it's called sweating?
Correct. So I sweated the cap on there. Alternatively, you could screw a cap on there because it's threaded. These are also threaded, so we can get a screw-on adapter to hook our PEX pipes, or a sweat adapter. The same with pipes going out the top.
So Aussie got this truck for $6, so he decided to have a project. It had no floor, so he is now putting a floor back in. Happy 4th of July! Barbecue and pool party!
So very exciting. Austin let me do the sweating on the other ends of the valve, and I was excited to learn a new skill.
Okay, we just finished soldering these fittings on. I actually got to do the soldering, which was kind of cool, on these. Now we are going to clamp the, what's it called?
PEX pipe.
The PEX pipe onto it, and then we will connect the, it's not a faucet, what's it called?
Valve.
The valve. And then we've already got the rest of the PEX pipe run underneath the flooring. So now we just need to connect this up, hot and cold.
After hooking up the PEX pipes, we moved on to some electrical. Austin showed me how to hook ends together, and it was fun to learn another skill.
I assume we are shimming to get things level.
Shimming because the husband. Because the husband.
Because that would be Austin Kennison.
Shimming because the pipe with the fittings that I need on it no longer fits.
Oh.
It was too tall, so I'm shimming this up so it's not too falling. Since we can't really do the piping differently, so we can up the a little quarter inch.
are, what are we doing, babe?
Making my baby happy.
Setting the tub. And then we're putting a piece of Luan on the other side, pull it tighter. That's fun. It's tiny, but it's a tub. All right, we got the drain in for the tub, and then we finished hooking up the shower valves. Then we started putting the Luan on the back of the walls of the tub so that we could get ready to start waterproofing. The last thing that we needed for the closet in the bathroom was the hanging rod, and we got that installed. So excited. We've got the hanging rod now hung up in the closet, and Oz put a puck light in here so we can turn on just that light in there. So we've got quite a bit of hanging space in here with that hanging rod. These are short neck hangers, so it gives us 3 extra inches of hanging. The cupboard ends here, but then it goes several inches deeper into here. So last piece in the shower needed a pattern to cut because of that angled wall, and while Austin was making that pattern, I got to FaceTime with my cute grandson Liam.
Because the bit I had on the router burnt the wood and fell full of smoke in there. I hope, but it lights it on fire. Alright.
Aussie is sandblasting the inside of his truck. I think to get the paint off? I don't know what it is.
The rust off with the leather.
Oh, to get the rust off. So this evening we have got all the walls up in the shower, and we're doing red guard for waterproofing. And then in all the corners, I don't know what this is called. What's this called, Dave?
Red guard tape.
Red guard tape, and it helps waterproof the corners. We're gonna do one more layer. We're just gonna knock off all of the that's raised. Get this all ready for tiling. We've got the hole cut in the roof for the back staircase. While we waited for the first coat of red guard to dry, we pulled the plumbing from the bottom of the tub that would connect into
What is happening? You got brake fluid?
No, this is dirt.
Oh.
It's oil.
Oily dirt in his eyes. Austin just got red, what's it called? Red, not red out, red guard in his eyes. Both of my Austins are going to be blind by tomorrow morning. I did the crimp on the red one, just saying.
Yes.
I did, huh? Okay, so these pipes will, or these PEX lines will go up to the sink. Actually, they go up to the hose that connects. This, I don't know what the window piece is called. So stick fitting it, a crimper, crimp ring, and a fitting, an elbow fitting. And we crimp that down, which is actually kind of hard, unless you're really strong. Okay, so while we are working on plumbing, Aussie is working on, are you still working on your oil pan? Yeah. He's still working on his oil pan. Putting a new oil pan on because his oil is leaking in his $6 truck. Oh, he's putting a gasket on his oil pan so that it'll stop leaking. But it's been leaking into his eyes. Did you find glasses?
Yeah.
Awesome. You should get a lift. I bet it'd be easier to work on your car.
Lift be great. I'm full.
You can have
Oh my gosh.
it. I didn't know I was going to have to take off the starter, otherwise I would have just done this first.
Any more extension?
There's one kicking around here somewhere.
In a while, maybe.
Maybe not.
This one is on there.
Yeah, I guess.
What's this one over here?
It's a 3/8 extension.
So if we don't get our RV done, I'm going to say it's Aussie's fault because
These are good then.
anytime that Aussie's here when we're working on the RV,
Do you have a ratchet?
Austin
In the Quinn set.
Quinn set.
likes to come and play
with what Aussie is working
It
on.
was more fun.
Whether it's welding or sandblasting.
How is the onion? Is that?
It will.
No. Is that, am I on the negative? It must be.
Yeah, I believe you are. It's Mac.
Hey, it's the end of week 11. What have we got done this week?
Got some of the pipes in.
We got a lot
Some more
of
of the
plumbing.
electrical in. Got the tub put in. Got the shower put in. Except where we need to put the
tile,
walls up.
yeah.
It's all roughed in.
We got waterproof with the red guard stuff, and we've got
Got lots of wiring roughed in. Ready to build a vanity and with any kind of.
yeah, it is very, very exciting seeing permanent walls going up, and I guess we already had this up, but just seeing everything come together is so exciting. So anyhow, keep watching, keep liking, share, subscribe, all the things, and we will see you a little bit of next week for week 12. The next few weeks are pretty busy. We have 2 family reunions. We're going down to a lake with Austin's side of the family this upcoming weekend, and then the next week we are going, it's called Lake Powell, with my side of the family. So we'll see how much we get done over the next couple weeks, but exciting stuff.